we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it all. Quarterback got range.
Hey, it's the coach at our Tiburon Studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And now running right through it. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Mahomes now on 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got Shockey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Step, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looks good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On the ground, this is Williams. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tap this, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Williams. And now running right through it. Fighting through it, he's got space. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's got this down to the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Nifty move. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. Pushes him over. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. First hit. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he stopped immediately there. The Pro Bowl end to Marcus Ware there to take him down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it and you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Trucks over him. And now running right through it. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They try the left side here with Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he connects with Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A gutsy decision there, going for it on fourth, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And that run was what a lot of people called explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out.
He can't eat that right now. You're all the way too. Yeah, I'm eating. Wow. I look all the way too.
Bring out the brains truck. I'm young, fly.
He all the way big yet, but you big. Gonna be all the way big when you get $10,000 outfit, $100.
Hey, check it for me in the DMs. For me, I ain't even took $1 out of my pocket and the still shaking for me. I'm frosted like Tony. In the club with the owner. I can walk on water. Pop it like, hey, when you want top, go ahead on you. That's what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rory go faster without the roof. Hey, when you want top, go ahead on you. That's what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rory go faster without the roof. 30, I'm like around the 2 stacking up. I love how my money count on me. Attitude, I got a 2 head. I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me. I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler. My diamonds like Shamu. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make that follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm smart, I got what it's cost to me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn on my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. Hey, I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a streak. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the brains truck. I'm young, flying, iced up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100.
Number when he got
Hey, when you gon' top, go ahead on you. That's what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rory go faster without the roof. Hey, when you gon' top, go ahead on you. That's what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rory go faster without the roof.
I mean, he too little. You right. I had it wrong. He too little for that. School, touch this.
You be Mr. Nate.
Oh, yeah, that. In the room. School, where the dad yet? In the room.
I got too
Where
much
that
on
dad
my
at?
mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you set up. I got too much on my mind right now. So I don't give a damn. Get my baby back. How could I forget? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your tongue. Saw a little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you set right now.
jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact, could've been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue, itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping, got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you, for real, bread like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you, that's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I son them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you cop this for me?
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you center right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving that roof. Boy, in Paris for a hit, boy. These ain't the same type of hits, boy. Can get, boy. You don't take these type of risks, boy. Cause this boy been throwing that like rich, boy. You miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the. That was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to. You all get a bird. This Oprah. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the. Though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water, then had to wait till you wore away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team of the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. Yeah. You either with me or against me though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These I'm saying. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
Hello, everybody. Coach here, welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
I've been told time and time again by a lot of big-time quarterback gurus that a big arm isn't even close to what they're looking for as the number one quality in what makes a QB. But let's face it, when you see a guy with a big arm, you get excited. And Patrick Mahomes is that guy. Every throw in the book, he can make it.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran.
on second down, it's Bell. A little juke. Skirts by him at the 35. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
He'll get it up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Franco Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hello.
Hey, you got your hello?
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he was being pushed for a pass. And without that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. McNabb. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Good footwork at the 30. And now running right through it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Oh, bowls right over him. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Williams. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now lace in the beamer. Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way it been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggers, I'm all in my bag. Why ain't holding around? Just a little Merlin. Now the cutie. I don't give a. Wildwood on the bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a dog. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like that. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll talk to you again at halftime, but for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And what qualities really attracted Kansas City to move up to get Patrick Mahomes? We know it's the big arm. He got that from his dad, a former Major League pitcher, but also has the moxie and the ability to move outside of the pocket and make any throw you want, across body, all the way downfield, the short stuff. This guy's got it all.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go now.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Bell sheds him off. And now running right through it. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a great example of what we've been told from the time we first put on pads as little guys in the backyard. Effort will be rewarded if you keep giving it. And how about that run? Broke through a couple of tackles, refused to go down, legs churning. I like what I saw there.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Lutz for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on first down is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bruce Smith in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Allen looks to throw on second down. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. First down now, but that clock rolling. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Cowboys have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Thomas barreling ahead. And it's caught. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number two.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Ed Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Allen hit. He lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Williams shedding the tackle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number is...
Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in there, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in there, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free pens in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, see them. I go back with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new. Deliver new. Giving out like shack up the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in there, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in there, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
The thicker the pie, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buyer, at least in the beamer. I'm buying no kind of driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way and the way I've been made it. The mag, man in that bag cause I'm all in my bag. Oh, I ain't holding around, just a little murder. Now the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat. That a fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. But we gon' that. I'm in my bag like. I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one in the all in the same. Broke it, end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper, tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club. Tell your girlfriends, girl hopping up about a Pearl 6. Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They ain't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout, I get love in the north.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the coach, and we're set to bring you coverage from Madden Ultimate Team. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Kickoff is moments away, so let's get you out to our commentators. And standing by for the call are...
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A really nice pickup at 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.
You know I don't know, but I got these cigar packs, son.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And Well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, that play reminded me of Michael Strahan in 2001 when he was absolutely incredible. That was the year he set the single-season record for most sacks with 22 and a half.
And not surprisingly, Defensive Player of the Year that season. And he also led the league in sacks in 2003, 142 and a half in his career. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught by his tight end Shackey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Shifts by him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed, exactly.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never think about it, but I got something to do with it. I got this grease on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the volume, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch, you got this bitch of me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never be lucky, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on, they come at me and they, you want me like you not look, yeah, I wreck so much, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, you can go and get mad.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime, but for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Well documented that he's the son of a former Major League pitcher, but Pat has always said that football has fired him up in a way that baseball just didn't. He always wanted to be a football player, still has the big arm that his father had, and he uses it to send the ball downfield in a big way.
First carry now for Ricky Williams. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Bell. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. On first down, Mahomes goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. On second down, here's Mahomes. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. That's it. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, that's Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards. To throw is Breeze. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw, Breeze. And that is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
He finds his target, Fuller. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Breeze to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And now it's blocked. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already lived. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chest to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now Williams. And Hill running right through it. John Simon in on the stop. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Time for... We now proceed to the start of the second half. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like deep...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Williams. 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On the ground, this is Williams. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This for the lead in the final stages. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Ware in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And they're able to spike it with time remaining. And now in field goal range here with a chance to get this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Janikowski for the field goal try. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout. But still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points. And this game is over.
The kicker, defense.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the team...
It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering where's that magic line for my kicker. They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling at OT.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got...
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. I'm on the road, I'm getting paid like what you want, baby. You a bougie, baby, but I love you, baby. Give you the world, baby. Pay $5 grand for a handbag like Saint Laurent, baby. We love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my whip. 30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist. We got those bad, that's. I swear, baby, it was just kiss, not shit. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but cause I'm in your town. Sorry, little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact. Could've been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue. Itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping. Got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, bread, like I'm keen to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the pay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I son them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you pop this for me?
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. Kickoff is moments away, so let's get you out to our commentators. And standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And what qualities really attracted Kansas City to move up to get Patrick Mahomes? We know it's the big arm. He got that from his dad, a former Major League pitcher, but also has the moxie and the ability to move outside of the pocket and make any throw you want, across body, all the way downfield, the short stuff. This guy's got it all.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be... hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Able to fight through one tackle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant, it works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And this is incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Now Mahomes. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And he puts it through. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, it's Mack, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Space to maneuver at the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Right back to him on first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On 2nd down, Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one...
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even the
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad company, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If you said they want, they don't want no steam. She put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this block. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the block. On the app. Money and company, no, baby. I don't need no the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the.
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, it certainly appears that they had a pretty good formula how to combat waiting around all day to play a night game. Came right out, smacked them, and gained big yardage because it's tough for a coach. How much time do you spend with the team? How much time do you meet? How often do you actually eat meals? Do you get them out of the hotel? It's a tough task to have them ready to play a night game when they've had to sit around all day and usually watch other people get ready to play as well.
Williams. And they're running right through it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now on the sneak, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And shoving his way inside the 35. Caught out left side by Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They run. It's Gurley. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to run.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back to throw, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. To throw is Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Now Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Patrick Mahomes in the final minute, and the Cowboys are in for 6.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. New York set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. Back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your They hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Well documented that he's the son of a former Major League pitcher. But Pat has always said that football has fired him up in a way that baseball just didn't. He always wanted to be a football player. Still has the big arm that his father had, and he uses it to send the ball downfield in a big way.
They'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. So the three-time Pro Bowler Javon Curse with a tackle there.
And you get selected for that game because you are a consistently dominant performer, and that's what he is.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they've got a third and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease so they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a first down carry by Bell. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's to the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. First down now, but that clock rolling. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, McNabb. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw, McNabb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Here we go. Brand 38.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, McNabb. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Out of the gun, McNabb. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, it's McNabb. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's second down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked... They were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on to.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Williams. Oh, now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On third down, here's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll go for it with Bell. A great effort there to shed the contact and it helps him pick up the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on fourth down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really.
Coming for all. I had 6 phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living. Yeah,
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never paid retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many to handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when them prayed I didn't lose. Shame.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they
all start going wrong. From talking on the phones.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up? No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't
be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mess. Can't sit on my house. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your Brando Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my such a bag that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they one ride down to Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these when I was down out of soul had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie, some of these niggas. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you shit, with a no, it's time.
I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your Brando Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court, for real. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you.
Everon Studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on E!
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Bengals offense set and ready to roll here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief coming down on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On the screen, Bernard. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty move. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but... Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And now running right through it. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
I think Le'Veon Bell is now recognized mainly for his hesitation move, but he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Groveport Cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan State and now into the net. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back here right after this. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
You know it's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. This drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are in for 6. What's good on the extra point? And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final act of the first half. Dalton into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. This fielded at the 2. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is Bell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVP as big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Time for a break. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run it with Williams. Knocks him over, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Le'Veon Bell, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making...
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will stop right around the 25.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
Mama watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, text some prayers, hope the message sending. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, must have. Extensions out of look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. It's gotta hurt when you know you could have been president. Guess I always gotta be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still need it. They've been trying to screw me, but I've been a genius. Daddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, 'cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the, I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to, you all get a bird, this Oprah. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water? Then had to wait, do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? 'Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Couldn't hit if had ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the time. I can buy a Bentley, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm a bar. Look in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love, cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, extra large. I don't care, I crush a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. Type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, my head cornrows. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, taste small. Bank account on some talk. Attitude on some bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette 5. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big